Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Trading Academy. If you're a first-time listener, thank you for stopping by. As always, I am your host, Josh Lilquist, and yes, it is a new year. I do have my good friend. He is not new, but he is a good pal, and he's been here, a repeat offender on the show, Mr. Al Connickson. Al, how are you doing today?
You know what? I am doing fantastic. It's a new year, and I personally think this is going to be a fantastic year for traders in this market.
Do you have any negativity in you?
Not this year.
Oh, good.
No.
Well, it's a good thing it just started.
It doesn't take any more energy to be positive than it does to be negative. So I choose to be positive this year, and I think there's good reason for that.
I like that, and that's actually a great comment, especially financially.
Right.
If you think you're broke, you're going to be broke. But if you think that you can be good or be better financially, well, that will actually strive you to do things to get there if you're not quite there.
Attitude and mindset is a huge part of being successful.
As my good friend.
I have to ask you a question there,
Sure,
Josh.
okay.
You know that December 25th is Christmas.
It was.
January 1st is New Year.
Okay.
You know what January 10th is?
Friday?
That is correct. But that's not what I'm going for.
Okay.
It is actually now considered to be Quitter's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And what I mean by that, it's the second Friday of January when the average person basically throws in the towel and abandons their New Year's resolutions. In 2 weeks it took to do that.
Yeah, I bet there was a lot of New Year's resolutions. Financial was probably one of them. Yeah. But hopefully we can empower people and help people make better decisions and be encouraged to keep that going.
Because here's the bottom line. If your habits don't change, you're not going to have a new year. You're just going to have another year.
That is exactly true. And might as well have a good one. And we could do fun facts all day, little puns back and forth, but this is a financial show. We're going to talk about the markets today. The stock market, options, futures, Forex. Get your seatbelt on. Get in your seat because this is going to be a good ride here today. We're going to do a market outlook for 2025. Maybe starting off here in the first segment, continuing that on as we get into the other segments of the show. But looking at the S&P 500, we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown, we'll call it, lower lows, lower highs, which means potentially, not mean it's going to happen, but starting a new trend to the downside, which is what the chart is showing and suggesting. Is that going to happen? Well, time will tell. But the key with trading and investing is to be able to use these price charts to our advantage because these are facts on how to make smart investing and trading decisions with those facts. And we're going to talk about that in this session here today, but also in trading and investing classes that I'll be giving away seats to. We're going to be able to show you, and then you can make your own educated decision if trading or investing is for you. Our sponsor, Trading Academy, on their 28th year, teaching people just like you how to trade, how to invest, how to get started if you're brand new, you don't know a stock from a rock, or if you're a seasoned investor, but you're looking for a little more consistency. We have content and education for that, and that starts with these free trading and investing classes that I'll give away seats to in a little bit here. But as I mentioned, the S&P 500 slowing down just a little bit, a smidgen. The Dow Jones looks very similar. Actually, the NASDAQ looks very similar. The Dow Jones actually looks a little rough, right? We've seen a lot of red days, a couple days as a comeback came, but we have some lows around the 41,610 mark, where if we get below there might be a potential opportunity as these markets go down, which I love these downward actions.
There always is an opportunity.
Yeah, I like that. You have oil. I mean, oil is it's been kind of choppy lately, down to around the $75 per barrel mark. You got gold and silver. Gold right around 2,650-ish, depending on when you listen to the show. Silver right around the $30 mark, depending on when you listen to the show. Obviously, we have listeners all across the world listening to the podcast, investing in Trading Live and every podcast site that you have out there. Bitcoin, well, we've seen a choppy market since it hit that $100,000 mark. We're right around there again, but it's been right there since, looks like November 21st. So opportunities in all directions right now. And I think that's what we're going to see moving forward. Al, what's your insight on the market moving forward for 2025 with multiple assets, income strategies, and those wealth strategies.
Well, I think you actually kind of summarized it with one word there, or one statement. You said that you mentioned several things, and depending on when you listen to the show, the price may have changed.
Yeah,
and we're seeing big changes. We've seen moves in the S&P 500 and the Dow and the Nasdaq where it might be up 100, 200 points, and then end the day down 100 or 200, 300 points. That's volatility, but you know what that is? That's opportunity.
Like it.
And that's why I say this is going to be a great year for traders. Maybe not so much the long-term investors that are just maybe looking at investing in the indexes, because I think we're going to find that this will be a year where you have to be more specific about your investments, and maybe it means that you have to have a little bit of help. I think what we saw last year, Josh, was because the market has done so well. I mean, the S&P 500 for 2 years in a row has been up over 20%. That's unusual. That is something that we probably are not going to see very often. But a lot of people out there thought because the market was doing so well, they could do this on their own. So I think the thinking went from this. The beginning investor who thought they could do it on their own basically was saying, don't tell me what to do. I don't need your help. Then what's happened after they tried to do it, now they're saying, could someone tell me exactly in chronological order and with great detail what I have to do? I need help. So, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the classes that you're going to be talking about. We're seeing huge classes of people coming in that's saying, look, I tried to do this. The market did well, and I didn't do well. And the comment that we hear most often is, I can identify an investment, but I just don't know when to get in and I don't know when to get out.
Yeah, the key is to be able to understand that. And I have some good and bad news for you, Al.
Oh, gosh.
The good news is that intro was phenomenal, right? Would you agree? Just say yes, please.
Yes, well, of course.
The downside of that is I took away your whole time on this segment. I know you have a lot to discuss on that market update.
Yeah.
We're getting close to the end of the segment
Well,
here. We're going to get into that market
fast.
update on the next segment, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Al's got something for you to unpack. But as you mentioned, these investing and trading classes, I want to make sure we give an opportunity to our listeners. New year, new you. It's just past January 10th. Hopefully you didn't stop that New Year's resolution.
Don't be a quitter.
Don't be a quitter unless it's did bad things for you, but not coffee though. That's a good thing. So I want to give everybody an opportunity to get started with these trading and investing classes and get started financially on a good step moving forward. Simply to come into one of these trading and investing classes, just text the word investing to the number 210 for 2 seats. That's one for you and one for a friend. Text investing to the number 210, or go to tradingacademy.com. That's TRADING, tradingacademy.com, and pick your own seat there. We have these classes during the week and the weekends. Al teaches these. I teach these as well. We have a great time. We got a lot more to come up. Al's market update coming up soon here on the financial markets, and we'll get into futures, Forex, options, income strategies, and wealth strategies. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.